Now we present you another cup of Kadak Chai with Gurukul Drona. Over to you, Anaisha.
Welcome to Kadak Chai with Gurukul Drona. The one of the world's best talk show is coming to your doorsteps. I am Anaisha Jalal, your host for the evening. I am so excited and I know you all are too. Now let's welcome our guest for the evening. He's a deep sea diver, a national swimmer, a triathlete, and an NIS swimming coach. Do you know who is he? Any guesses? Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the one and only Aquanaut Gulzar Mehta. Welcome, sir, to Kadak Chai with Gurukul Drona.
Aisha.
Sir, could we ask you some questions?
Go ahead.
Sir, Gulzar sir, can you just increase your volume? It was a little low. So can you just increase the volume of your mic?
I come to the screen. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, just if you can be a little louder.
I'll do that, sir.
Over to you, Anaisha.
So could we ask you some questions?
Definitely, yes. Go ahead.
Please give an instance that made you realize your passion for swimming.
You know, I was around 2 years old and I just walk into the swimming pool behind my elder brother and dad. And since then, I've just been working around water. And that is how I got started.
Wow, sir, that's brilliant. The next question is, so you are also a deep sea diver. So can you please explain our audience what is deep sea diving?
I am a deep sea commercial diver. A commercial diver is somebody who goes deeper than sport divers do. And we go and do all kind of underwater engineering. I'm trained to do from a sweeper's job to a nuclear scientist's job.
Oh, wow, that's great. I could never do that. So can you tell an interesting story that is related to any of your sea diving?
I have quite a few of those. And well, here goes. I was just talking to Narendra and he was asking me about the sharks and the whales. You know, I've had quite a few instances with them. Have you heard of great white sharks?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they're very big, aren't they?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And you heard of whale sharks?
Yes, sir.
This happened to me in Mumbai High last year on my last mission that I was in. We were at around 80 meters of water depth, you know, and I was working there on a pipeline, and all of a sudden I see that there is a shadow hovering, you know. So I look up and I see there's a whale shark going right next to me. That was scary.
Yes, sir. That's so scary.
But it's also fun.
Seeing a great whale shark.
No, then what happened, sir? Then what happened after that?
I tried chasing it so that I could record it in my camera, but you know, even if I am an aquanaut, I could not, you know, swim as fast as the whale shark was. So I had to let go.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That calls for a round of applause, sir. That is amazing.
Yes, sir. So the next question is, what exactly is a triathlon?
Triathlon is an amalgam of 3 sports. You know, the basic is swimming, then comes cycling, then comes running, and then comes cycling. You know, it was introduced in Sydney Olympics in 2000 as an Olympic game.
Sir, I never knew about that. That's wonderful. In your journey, have you had some injuries?
I've had quite a few injuries. Diving, swimming, no, none. But diving, yes, lots of them, because our profession is such that it is one of the world's most highly risk-involved jobs that there is. So yes, breaking a few fingers here and there, you know, getting scratched by fish, you know, bitten by a few sea creatures is quite common.
Okay, sir. But if a fish would touch me also, I would get so scared.
You know,
I would freak out.
it's not always scary. It's sometimes you enjoy it. Like if you're in close to swim waters where you've got dolphins, and then you want to go close to the dolphins, and if you've got seahorses there, you enjoy staying close to the lazy seahorses and observe them.
Sir,
Sir,
as
I
a
just want
trainer,
to,
would you
I
like
just,
to give?
Go ahead, sir.
one second. Anisha, one second. I just want to ask, but I have near the beach and just put my feet onto the water. And that in itself is scary. You know, we feel like when you just put your feet in the water and the waves is just touching your feet, you feel scary as to something will come and sting to your feet. So how can you go deep into the sea and just mingle with the sea? Doesn't it, give you a skip a heartbeat?
Well, it is the adrenaline rush, that calls you. And I get paid to do what I enjoy the most, staying underwater, and in order to stay underwater, we breathe underwater. So that is the experience in itself. The calm, the quiet, it's lovely.
Wow, brilliant, sir. Over to you, Naisha.
As a trainer, would you like to give some tips to the children?
As a swimming coach, yes, why not? This year we haven't yet gone to the swimming pool, so last season was fun. Everybody should know how to swim. It is a sport in which you use the whole body. The whole body gets exercised. Swimming. You should swim for at least 45 minutes every day, and you don't need to do anything else after that. You'll be fit.
Oh wow, sir, I'll try that for sure. Would any of the audience like to ask questions?
Yes, Samira is raising hand. Samira Sharma, please go ahead.
When you were in diving, suppose a great white shark came in front of you and he tried to eat you, what would you do?
I would try and swim far away from it. We have gadgets called as shark protectors. They are chemicals, and they've got electrochemicals wherein which they emit sound waves and electrical waves, which sharks, usually don't like. They're not comfortable around those waves. So that's why they stay away from us then. And we are safer that way.
I learned swimming when I started swimming when I was about 4.
Wow, that's
My mom put me in water when I was 3 years old because she wanted me to learn swimming, but I was saying no, I don't want to go. But once I'm 8 now, I love swimming.
swimming is fun. Swimming is fun. Everybody enjoys swimming. You know something? Everybody knows how to swim. It's just how good you are at it. Some are not so good. Some are very scared of water. Some are not at all scared of water. But you all should know it is very important that if you are living close to a water body, you know how to float at least, so that in times of need, it saves your life.
Sir, I'm telling you that you're going to be the darling of the kids here. I can see so many raise of hands. They are just waiting to ask you questions. Arav Gupta, please go ahead.
So I have heard that you very good swim. So the water is something very nice. So how do you feel like being the Jalpari of the sea? You're just free and you can just swim to anywhere you want to. How do you feel like in water? Do you feel it is your home?
I do feel very comfortable in water, and when I was training to be a triathlete, I had learned how to eat and sleep in water also. So yes, I can call it my second home, but I love land too now.
Okay, we have next question coming from Bhavisha Grover, sir.
Sir, I love swimming, and I think I swam in the 4 feet of water, in the closest one, so that it's a little smaller. I don't like. I'm really afraid of I'm not afraid of water, but when I was so small, I would not put my feet into the water.
I'll tell you something. Next time, whenever you get a chance to go to a swimming pool, do this little experiment. You know, every swimming pool has different depths. Mark, some are 2 feet deep, and the deepest is somewhere around 7 to 10 feet, where you can dive also. But if you look at it from the top side, the water is always plain. So remember this, that you swim on water. You don't swim in water. So whenever you're swimming on water, no matter the depth, is on top and so you don't have to worry about anything. You just enjoy the surface.
Can I ask something from you?
Yes, please go ahead.
When you go to the deep sea diving, do you feel a little scary that there are so many jellyfishes? Some of them are there, like some jellyfish and those big fish, sharks, and all those.
Sharks are like street dogs, you know, in sea, in the water, they're like street dogs. Not every dog comes and bites you, but every dog's like, you know, is like curious. So they would come sniff around, you know, some of them would go away, some of them would run away from you, but few of them would come and attack you too. So it's like that. Nothing to be worried about.
All right. Okay. Now we have a question coming from Rajveer Grover. Rajveer.
How do you stay in water for so long?
I have something, there's a lot of equipment that we use. We wear helmets and there are gases pumped in through the surface and we breathe through them. The pipes that, you know, give us our air or gases, breathing gases are called umbilical cords.
So you wear some things like those things that astronauts wear, and it's filled with air?
Quite similar to them, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Next question coming from Suhan sir. Suhan Shah. Please ask your question.
Sir, have you seen a blue whale?
I have seen a blue whale, yes.
Is it big?
It is quite big, you know. Plus, when I saw it when I was underwater, so I could not measure the whole length of it. But yes, it took almost 1 minute for me to, you know, control my breathing. I was so scared.
Oh.
And the best part is, sir, that if you want to, if I will be there and if I'm crying, nobody will come to know because my tears will not be seen. They will mingle with the water.
So when you're wearing helmets, they are waterproof. So any liquids inside your helmet stay inside. So when you come out, everybody will know that you cried.
Okay. Next question coming from Chahat Jain.
Sir, I have one more question.
Okay. Suhan, after Chahat's question is your chance again.
Go ahead, Chahat.
Sir, have you seen mermaids?
Come back.
Mermaids don't eat
Mermaid?
I have not seen any mermaid. I've got 2 daughters, approximately your age, so I call them my mermaids.
Okay. Suhan's question, then Samaira Mundra's question. Sir, they're not going to let you go today.
No problem, sir. I'm having fun.
Sir, and when should you start basic diving?
At what feet? See, what you're asking is above the surface diving or below the surface diving?
Below the surface diving.
Below the surface diving. You have to be legally more than 10 years old in order to do scuba. Scuba stands for self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. You know, scuba divers you've all heard of?
Yes,
Discovery
sir.
Channel? You have to be at least 10 years. If you are, you know, if your parents allow, after 7 years of age, you can do diving.
Okay. No, now wait. Samaira Mundra's question, please.
Sir, I have 2 questions. Have you ever seen dolphins?
Yes, I have seen dolphins, not only in the sea, but also in the rivers.
Wow. And my second question is, I love swimming and I love every style. So what's your favorite style? Freestyle?
Samaira, I started swimming with breaststroke, but then I later converted into a forward crawler, which is a freestyle. And then I specialized in freestyle before I retired and became a coach.
Next question coming
So when
from
did you
Nisha.
learn swimming?
I started swimming at around 2.5, 3 years independently.
So small.
Yes, but professionally I learned after I was around 7 years old.
So when
Thank
did
you,
you learn
sir.
to walk? Was it after you learned to swim?
It was at the same time because I was, starting to walk when I walked behind my dad and my elder brother. So that's what my parents told. I don't even remember that now. Yeah.
Okay, Jitasha Jain's question. Question from Jitasha Jain and then Samaira Sharma, then Anaya Mundra.
So I also have two questions. My first question is that have you ever gone to a sea?
Come back again, please. Have I ever gone to?
A sea?
Which sea? Yes, I've gone to quite a few of them. Yes.
And my second question is, have you ever seen a lobster in the sea?
Yes. I have seen lobsters. I've run after them. I've caught quite a few of those also.
Okay, now Samaira Sharma and then Anaya Mundra.
Go ahead, Samaira.
Questions. I started diving. But now I don't actually have a pool. So how can we practice
You can
swimming?
do surface exercises like arm movements and abdominal exercises. And before you're swimming, you are doing warm-up exercises. So you can keep fit and do your stretches to keep your body flexible and do your endurance runs and jumps and hops and cardiovascular exercises. So once the pool's open, you can get back in.
Yes, but I have a question. Do you dive in rivers?
I have done that, yes.
Okay,
Not
we
so
have.
It's not so clear water. So how do you see?
I'll tell you about Tapti River. Close to Gujarat coast, there is Tapti Basin, and that basin has tidal currents which are very, very fast. You get time somewhere around half an hour to 45 minutes to do your work down there, and the water is like tea. You don't see anything. You don't see your hand also. So usually divers don't have 2 eyes. We've got 10 eyes. We feel with our hands and work underwater.
All right, that's amazing, sir. And we have, okay, we will have to close the questioning now. Anaya and Krishiv, last two questions, okay, right? And after that, we will leave sir's number so you can bombard him on the WhatsApp with all your questions, right? Okay, Anaya Mundra.
Sir Anya.
Anya, sorry, Anya Mundra.
Go ahead.
I wanted to ask you that have you ever seen mermaids or something like that?
I haven't seen any mermaids yet, but I'm looking forward to seeing them one day.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, we have last question coming from Krishiv.
How do you manage if there are very big waves coming and you are diving?
When you are diving close to the bottom, and the only time waves hit you are when the seas are very rough. And underwater the waves act differently than they act on the surface close to the coast, close to the beach. But next time whenever you go to the beach, if the wave is bigger than you, you just jump under it. And if it is smaller than you, it's not going to go to your ocean.
Can I tell something?
Yes, please.
When I went to the beach, I went. You would be there. I never saw you.
Maybe next time when you're going there, if you see bubbles coming out of the water, it would be me down there.
Sir, I'm sure that these kids they want to have a piece of you, and they will simply not let you go. Okay, and they have so many questions for you. Is it possible that you can give us some kind of an online class to them as to how you go into the water and stuff? It'll be really exciting if we can work it.
Okay. Go on.
Yeah, sorry, I could not hear you, sir. Please, can you repeat, sir?
We can always work on a workshop, so explaining about diving and the things that are involved in diving.
That's great. That's great.
Anything for you, sir?
Thank you so much, Aquanaut Gulzar Mehta, sir, for joining us for this workshop. Thank you, Anaisha. You were a wonderful host for Karak Chai with Gurukul Drona. I'm
Thank
sure
you,
that the
sir.
kids have many questions for you, sir. Please